You guys, one thing that I've learned recently is that the best way to solve a problem is to be aware of that problem, is to acknowledge that, okay, this is the problem that needs to be solved, instead of you just shunning it off, like just seeing it as, it's nothing. I will take myself as an example. There was this particular time that I dealt with negative thoughts so much. Like, guys, it was a whole lot. There was also a time that I felt like, okay, this negative thought that I'm going through is just like a normal thing that happens to everybody. Not until like I spoke to my little sister, and I'm like, I used to deal with negative thoughts. I used to think about so many bad things. And my little sister was like, I don't even think about anything bad. Negative thoughts did not even cross my mind. That was when I realized that, oh my God, this is like a problem. I dealt with it so much that when I was like learning how to drive, my inner mind was telling me that you cannot even learn how to even drive this thing. Why are you stressing yourself? Just sit down. Okay, if you can even drive in between the streets, how do you want to overtake all those trailers on the main road? I dealt with it to the extent that while I wanted to collect like my NYC certificate, I do not have any problem with NYC, but right down inside my mind was telling me, oh, once you want to collect this certificate, they will tell you that there is a problem and they will give you like a 2-month extension. I was like shivering when I wanted to collect my certificate. It was so bad. I mean, these examples are very silly and funny, but I mean, that was what I went through. And these are just few things, like these are just the most funny and the silliest ones out of so many ones that crossed my mind. I was on Instagram one day, then I came across Pastor Adeyemi's sermon, or maybe like a preaching, I think he's a minister. Then there he was speaking about negative thoughts. It was like, once that thought crosses your mind, you need to butcher it instantly. Do not let that thought like sit in your mind for too long. Then I realized that when I was dealing with that negative thought, all I do is once that thing crosses my mind, I start thinking about it. Let's assume I thought about someone dying. Then the next thing I do is to start thinking about how they buried that person, the clothes they are going to give to that person. I will like sit on that thought for a long period of time. Back then, guys, I just wanted to live a life where my mind is not my enemy. Like, my mind is not my biggest antagonist. I did a whole lot of things, to be honest. And I'm not just going to tell you that, oh, you have to pray. I mean, you have to pray because I prayed about it. But there are some other things that I also did. And those are the things that I'm going to be sharing with you. The first thing that I did was I was self-aware of this problem. I mean, the negative thought was part of my subconscious self. So one thing that I did about it is I was so conscious of it. Once that thought is coming into my mind, I butcher it. Like, I was very conscious. I didn't let it slip out at all. I was like, once it is coming, I'm stopping it. It must not even prolong. I used to use like 1 minute before to think about bad things. When I was now self-aware, when I was now conscious of it, it started to drop from 1 minute to few seconds. I know it will not go like straight away. You get what I'm saying? The second thing that I did was I shifted my mindset from I can't, I shifted it to I could and I will. Like, I tap into my elder sister mindset. One thing my elder sister believes in is everything is possible. Like, you can do anything. She believes that as long as this thing is done on this earth, you can also do it. And one thing that is always fueling my negative thoughts is I used to think that I cannot do all these things. I know, no, it is not money. You can never achieve these kind of things. And all those kind of things used to fuel my negative thoughts. And I just shifted my mindset. And honestly, it's really worked for me. I started believing that there is nothing on this earth, honestly, that I cannot do as long as I put my mind in it. And I've always tried it and I always do it. That exactly thing that my mind is telling me that, oh, you cannot do it. I'll try as much as possible to do it. I will make a video that my mind said I cannot do, and I will just sit down there and do it. You guys, like I said, I prayed about this particular thing. Like, this thing almost ruined me, to be honest. I dealt with it so much. I just wanted to remove my mind and just throw it away at some point. That was how bad it was. I prayed about it. I only prophesied just positive words on myself, just positive things. Like, I shun everything that is giving me any negative thoughts. I shun it out because I know this is a very big problem and I need to deal with it. I don't want it to continue to go years and years. I prayed about it. I fasted, to be honest. I fasted. It is something that I'm always saying to God, please, I don't want to think about something negative. God, please, I don't want to think about something negative. I actually thought it is a very normal thing. I didn't take it very serious at first until I spoke to my little sister and she was like, no, she doesn't even think about anything negative. I'm like, this thing is full. Oh, this thing is in my mind. I'm like, okay, these negative thoughts are demons, and they definitely have to go. You guys, I became a prayer warrior. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2, 3, 4, 7. I'm praying. I'm telling God, negative thoughts go away. Negative thoughts go away. When I used to see people speak about journaling, I used to be like, what are you guys journaling about? What are you guys writing inside your book? Is it even necessary? What did I even want to put down there? But honestly, I did not have a journal yet. At that point, I wanted to buy like a journal. I was like, okay, I'll just be writing down my thoughts. Probably that is going to help me. I'm going to be writing everything that I do in a day. And I realized that I love to write things down. In that period, I realized that I love to write things down. But I didn't buy a journal because the ones that I saw online were kind of expensive, and I did not really like the cover and all those things. But I took a book that I now write so many things that is on my mind. I just write it down, so many thoughts, so many content. Like, I'm just writing things down 247, and I am writing these things down. But right now, I believe in journaling, to be honest. And I think if you are dealing with negative thoughts, you should go fully into journaling. Write down your thoughts, and this is going to really help you. Another thing that I did was I quit worrying about life. I quit worrying about the future. I mean, most of the things that fuel my negative thoughts are my worries. I don't know what is going to happen in the future. I don't know if I'm going to make this thing. I don't know if I'll be able to do this particular thing. Those are the things that fuel my negative thoughts. So I quit it, honestly. I stopped worrying about so many things. I'm like, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I'm worrying about my next food. And if I did not see any food to eat, I did not see to eat. None. And if I'm not able to buy this, then I'm not able to buy it. If I'm not able to do this thing, I just quit it, and I'm like, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Let me just leave all these worries till then. Whenever I get to that bridge, I'm going to cross it, and I replace all of my worries with gratitude. To be honest, I sing. Honestly, 247. I'm always singing. I was so full of gratitude, to be honest, and I realized that there is a whole lot of things to be grateful for. I started with my eyes. Like, I would just be like, God, I'm grateful for my eyes. If I don't know what to be grateful for at that moment, if I don't know what to say, I would just be like, God, I'm grateful for my eyes. I'm grateful for my hands. I'm grateful for my body. Oh my God, I love my body so much. God, thank you for this stomach. Thank you for this small bum. Thank you for my fingers. I will be like, God, I love my fingernails so much. God, thank you for my fingernails. I love my toenails. I love the way it is growing right now. Thank you, Jesus. I love my lips. Thank you, Jesus. I love my hair. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, my hair. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus. I even said, God, thank you so much that I was even able to like cut my hair and I look good in this type of style. Thank you, Jesus. I was so grateful. Like, gratitude was now my best friend. And I think if you are going through this phase of negative thought, I think gratitude should also be your best friend. It should be something that if you are not talking to anybody, just be grateful. Like, be saying it. If you don't know what to be grateful for, pick all of your body. Be grateful for your breast. Be grateful for your small bum, but pick everything, so that at that point, if you are saying, God, I'm grateful, God, I'm grateful, nothing is even going to come to your mind at all. Nothing negative will even occur. Like, nothing negative will pass through your mind. Instead of worrying about the future, I just like focus my mind on the kind of goal that I want to achieve, like the kind of future that I want for myself, the kind of things that I want for myself in the future. I want to be like a video creator, an editor, a very good YouTuber. I focus my attention on all that. I write down content, I plan content, I analyze it, I think about my next content, instead of me just sitting and worrying about so many things. And I realized that negative thoughts will come to your mind when you don't have anything to doing. I think there is this thing that they used to say, an idle man is the devil's workshop or something like that. Yeah. So once you don't have anything doing, once you are idle, once you sit down, once nothing is coming through your mind, I mean, that is when the negative thoughts will start coming. But if your mind is full of so many work, you have so many videos to edit, you have so many contents to create, you have food to cook, you have clothes to wash, where is the negative thought? Where is it going to come from? Never. It's not going to come. It's not even going to come to your heart. I focus my attentions on my goals, on that particular future that is giving me so much worries. I focus my attention on how to get to that place, how to achieve that goals. And that thing that I did was create another life for myself outside the internet. To be honest, guys, we see a whole lot of things on the internet. I'm not saying the internet is bad. I mean, I'm making a video for you and I want people to watch it. Yeah, I'm not completely saying the internet is bad, but IG, TikTok, Instagram, sometimes the things that we see there are something that fuel our negative thoughts. So I try to limit my usage to the internet. Try to limit the way I react to things on the internet. At that point, whenever I see something that is bad, I just keep it. I started reading more books. My data is always on 247, but I'm not just going to be online. I'm not just going to reply to anything. People will send me so many reels. I'll come and check it maybe 1 hour or 2 hours later, instead of me just staying on the internet. Let's assume the internet shuts down today. Am I not going to have another life? I read more books, I watch more movies. Then I limited my internet time to 9 o'clock. If it is not 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm not going to be online. No matter what you do, I won't be online. I will just leave my phone. I'll be doing some other things, maybe pray, maybe eat. I'm not even going to reply WhatsApp message. My mom, my sisters will call me, why are you not online? I sent you something. So I'll be like, till 9 o'clock. At that point, my boyfriend will be like, babe, please come online. I'll be like, please, I'm begging you, let me just stay till 9. I was so like, I made sure it is 9. I made sure that I'm so used to it. I was consistent with that my 9 o'clock. In fact, people were fed up in my family. They were like, wow, so online now. Keep on sharing now. But I know what I was dealing with and I know what I want to achieve from it. So I did all that. If you are dealing with negative, so I think you should create another life for yourself outside the internet. The internet has its own good and bad, and we cannot completely just leave it. You know what I mean? But you have to also be careful. You have to also be mindful of the things that you see. You have to be mindful of the things that you feed your head, your mind. Honestly, before, I'm already online like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. You will see me online, pressing my phone, consuming so many things. These days, I don't even use my phone inside the church. I learned this thing from this thing called fashion. I don't use my phone inside the church. I make sure that my phone is not the only thing that I have. I have another life. Before this whole issue, I did not even believe in word of affirmation. When people used to be like, word of affirmation, I can cross this bridge, I am more focused, I can do this, I used to be like, what are you people saying? Just pray and leave the rest. But during that period, I saw a particular sermon or a particular thing online that said we have to feed our subconsciousness positive things. We have to tell our subconsciousness, like our mindset, only positive things, so that like your subconsciousness will get used to that positive things. That was how I started saying the word of affirmation. I have a particular one that is my favorite. It's on IG. I'm going to add it to this video. Every morning, the first thing that I do, because I know I used to wake up like 5 a.m. and as early as 5 a.m. and the first thing I do is I will just brush my teeth, then drink water, then go back to bed and start pressing my phone. And that was before. So now that I know that I'm dealing with a bigger problem and I want to solve it, once I wake up by 5 a.m. because I know I'm used to 5 a.m. I cannot do without waking up by 5 a.m. So the first thing I do is after brushing my teeth, I just sleep again. Sometimes I don't get to sleep, I'll just stay there. So sometimes I used to sleep, sometimes I will not sleep. Those times I do not sleep, I'll just start praying. Once I pray, I have like a word of affirmation that I used to say. Then I also started doing like maybe little walk in the sitting room just to jog around. I hope you get it because I'm not like a gym girly at that point. I don't want to go to gym. I know I do not want to use my phone before 9 o'clock, and that word of affirmation is on my phone, so I wait till 9. And once it is 9 a.m., the first thing I do is go to my Instagram where I save it, because I think I was unable to. I don't even remember why I didn't save it on, why I didn't screen record it on my phone then. I don't even remember. I know I will go to my Instagram, then I will say that word of affirmation. I have two. One is video, and there is another one by Deborah Enache. I'm also going to add it to this video. I used to say it a whole lot. I just say it, and honestly, it became a whole part of me. And there's another one that I used to do. I would just sit down and be like, Moyinoluwa, the child of so, you will never perish, you will never do this, you will never do that. Like, I say so many positive things to my mind that it became something like that particular word of affirmation, that particular video. I now know how to say it so much. I can create, I am empowered, I am this. In fact, if I did not even check my phone, I can say it gladly without even checking my phone. It became like something for me. I used to say it to the extent that my boyfriend now even knows how to say it, because sometimes I'm beside him and I'm reading it. He cannot even say it without even checking the video, and once I'm saying it, he's saying it with me. That was how I got used to it. And right now I love words of affirmation, and I try as much as possible to read more and more words of affirmation. And I think if you are going through negative thoughts, this is also another way to like fight that negative thought. Negative thoughts are demons. Another thing that I did was, I already know that if I have a plan and I do not go through without plan, I'm going to feel bad right inside me. So one thing that I did was, once I have a plan, once I have like something that I know I want to do, something to improve myself, I make sure I go through it, because I cannot go through the hassle of why didn't you do it? You don't like yourself, you don't do this, and you are a bad person to yourself. No, I cannot go through all those kind of things in my mind. I cannot go through the situation whereby it now feels like I have two people in my head. They are now fighting each other. One is saying, leave her alone now, she don't try. Another one is saying, wish she don't try, she's not doing anything for herself. Like, I try as much as possible to do whatever my plan is. I try as much as possible to go through with that plan. Brothers and sisters, and this is how I was able to cure my negative thoughts. I was able to like fight it with all of my strength. I'm not like 100%, but I know I'm better. I'm not in like 20% again. I'm like 80, 89, 90% right now, because I hardly think about something negative right now. I've really fought this battle, and I'm so happy that I was able to heal and I was able to like get through with it. And this is why I'm sharing it with you. If you have any negative thoughts, go through all these tips, and honestly 100% these tips are going to really help you guys. So this is going to be the end of my video, and I hope you find this helpful. If you eventually find this helpful, do not forget to give my video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. As usual, my name is Moyinoluwa, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I pray you heal from every negative thought, and I pray you heal from every bad things that is going through your mind. It is a very good thing to have like a peaceful mind. This is so sweet to have a mind that is not even, to have a mind that is not fighting you, to not have two people on your head that are fighting each other. And I wish you well in everything that you do. Bye.